What up, schmucks? It's Ace Trainer Liam, and welcome to another episode of MetroMania. For those who aren't aware, MetroMania is an ongoing 16 Pokémon Metronome-only battle tournament to determine the MetroMania Champion, and this season we're doing it with legendary Pokémon. If you've seen MetroMania before and you're already a fan, make sure you hit the like button to show that you're ready for the action, and of course, if you're new, hit the subscribe button so that you never miss an episode. Today is Heat 8, which is the last of our heats, but before we get into the action, we need to take a look at those all-important brackets. So it's been a couple of weeks since the last heat of MetroMania, where we saw Solgaleo take on Groudon, and of course Solgaleo came out victorious. Of course, there's been a little bit of delay before this episode of MetroMania because I did have a week off and my channel sort of died, and then also I've been ill, so here I am. Let's see how many of you are left. Hashtag I'm still here, Liam, in the comments if you're still watching. But yes, Solgaleo was victorious over Groudon. Groudon just got absolutely pummeled by Solgaleo. Did get one victory back, but just Solgaleo was dominant all the way through. We see this week is the last of our heats. It's Heat 8. It's Lugia versus Palkia. Who's going to come out on top in the final heat of the legendary Metromania, and who goes on to the final slot in the quarterfinals? Let's find out. Here we go. It's Lugia versus Palkia. Beautiful Pokemon with beautiful pink shinies. Isn't that absolutely lovely? Lugia, of course, rocking that Psychic and Flying type, and of course, Palkia being Water and Dragon. Who is going to come out on top? I have absolutely no idea. I don't know what's going to happen in this battle. Everybody's exerting pressure, though, which is going to make time a very crucial factor in this Metromania set of 3 battles, because we always do best of 3. We see a head smash coming out from Shiny Lugia to start things off, though. Great hit there on regular Palkia, but of course, recoil damage in effect because of that head smash. Regular Lugia is going to pop back in. What's it going to go for? Goes for a tackle for that little bit of chip damage right on that Shiny Palkia there, just knocking it slightly, just making Shiny Palkia aware that it is going to be damaged in this battle. But Moongeist Beam coming straight out from regular Palkia on the first turn. Massive, super effective damage to regular Lugia there. That was an amazing move, and it looked absolutely beautiful. Wonder Room coming out from Shiny Palkia. Not as effective as its partner's move, but already massive damage has been dealt to regular Lugia, who is almost at half its maximum HP there. How will it respond in this next turn? I have no idea. It goes for an Avalanche, which is going to be neutral, but isn't going to get the full effect of its damage, because, of course, Avalanche is better if you've been hit by an opponent in that turn, I believe, if I'm to be correct. Parting Shot comes out from Shiny Lugia onto Shiny Palkia, dropping the attack and special attack, but, of course, no switch out because there are only 2 Pokemon per team in this double battle Metromania format. Regular Palkia goes for Morning Sun, going to restore 50% of its HP. What a brilliant play there. That should bring that Palkia right back up to full HP there. What a brilliant turn for the Palkia team. Excellent strategy there. Now, of course, here comes Shiny Palkia, going to go for Growth, going to increase its attack and special attack, I want to say. It's been a while since I've seen Growth. There's the attack. There's the special attack rise. Well done, Liam. Round of applause for Liam. Well done. Here we see Shiny Lugia. What's it going to go for? It's going to go for Guillotine, but of course it's avoided. Guillotine, of course, is 30% accurate, so a very risky play, but could have been very profitable if it had hit, but it didn't. Here's Acid coming out from regular Lugia onto regular Palkia there. Here's Shiny Palkia firing back with Muddy Water. That is going to be a stab attack because of the water typing on Palkia, and of course damages both Lugia there. Decent amount of damage on both. Doesn't get any accuracy drops though, which is fortunate for the Lugia team. Here's Double Team coming out from regular Palkia though. That is going to raise the evasiveness of that Palkia by just the 1 stage there, just making it that little bit harder to hit. It's Lugia's turn. Regular Lugia comes straight out with a Sludge attack that is going to hit for a little bit of chip damage there, but does importantly get the poison on that Palkia, limiting the amount of time that the regular Palkia is going to be on the field if Lugia can last that many turns. Hypnosis coming out, but fails. Clearly, it was supposed to be on the regular Palkia, who is already poisoned. You can't have 2 status conditions at this point. Here's a dive coming out from the Shiny Palkia there, so it's going to hide underwater. Not going to be able to be hit this turn. That plays into the Palkia team's MO very, very well. We see Water Spout coming out from that regular Palkia, doing massive damage there, knocking out regular Lugia. which means there's only Shiny Lugia left on the field, and it is about to take a dive attack as that poison takes effect on regular Palkia. Lugia, what have you got in store here? Are you going to take one of these Palkia down? You're going to go for Ominous Wind, but it actually gets avoided by, well, we don't know if it was the evasiveness, or we don't know if it was the Palkia that was underwater, but there's the dive, bringing Lugia down to 5 HP. What's regular Palkia got in store? Water Gun. It is a stab attack. It definitely will do more than 5 damage. Down goes Shiny Lugia, and point 1 goes to Palkia. Team Palkia are already on top in this MetroMania battle right now. This is incredible. Battle number 2 will decide whether Palkia goes 2-0 or whether Lugia can claw back a victory and maybe even go all the way in this MetroMania battle. I do think the deck is a little bit stacked against Lugia stat-wise, but then the random number generator giveth, the random number generator taketh away. And of course, random number generator is what selected which Pokemon will be in MetroMania, for those that are wondering and complaining down below in the comments. Here's a Shadow Sneak from Lugia, starting things off on Shiny Palkia, getting the damage off early. That's the best way for the Lugia team to take advantage, is just go offense, offense, offense. Here's a Power Gem from Shiny Lugia onto Shiny Palkia. If they double up on one of the Palkia, take one of the Palkia out quickly, they'll have a much better chance of taking down the entire team. Here's a Psychic Attack, which will not be very effective on Shiny Lugia, but still did a decent amount of chip damage there, as regular Palkia comes in to make its first move in this second round battle. Goes for Pluck onto regular Lugia. Again, decent bit of chip damage there. So the Palkia team has had a decent start, but then again, so has the Lugia team. So it's very, very even in the start of this matchup. We see Embargo coming out, waste of a turn from Shiny Lugia on regular Palkia, because of course it means Palkia can't use items, but that's completely useless because there are no items in this Metronome battle. Here's Double Slap, but it's avoided by Palkia, so that's an unfortunate turn for the Lugia duo there. Here's Shiny Palkia with a Cell Rock. That is going to be super effective. Luckily, it's not a very high base power move, though, so Shiny Lugia lives to see another day. Regular Palkia goes for a Sky Drop, but Lugia is too heavy to be lifted. That's an unfortunate waste of a turn, so the Palkia team not having the best turn there. Let's see how Lugia will capitalize on that. Goes for Night Slash. Regular Lugia onto Shiny Palkia. Doesn't get the critical hit, though, that quite often comes with the Night Slash. Here's Shiny Lugia going with Parabolic Charge. That is going to hit everybody on the field, and it is going to restore some of the HP of Shiny Lugia there as well. It gets a little bit of a HP restore from everybody that it's damaged on the field, although it didn't do a massive amount of damage with it being such a big spread move. Here we see Palkia in response. How will it respond to the Parabolic Charge? Goes for Rototilla, which of course doesn't affect anybody on the field. So well done, Palkia, you absolute numpty. How will its partner follow up? Shiny Palkia is going to jump straight in with Aromatherapy, which of course nobody's got any status conditions, so it's going to completely fail. So great turn there, Palkia team. You're doing great things. Advantage Lugia on that particular turn. Although regular Lugia goes for Aromatherapy. Completely wasted turn for that Lugia as well. How will Shiny Lugia follow up on all these mistakes being made? Goes for a Throat Chop. Goes straight for the throat on that Shiny Palkia for more damage there. How will Shiny Palkia respond? I have no idea. Metronome goes for Sky Drop. Again, Lugia's too heavy to be lifted. What's with all these mistakes in this battle? Mistakes are being made. We see Vacuum Wave, which of course is quad resisted by Lugia, so only the tiniest little bit of damage there from regular Palkia onto Shiny Lugia. Here's regular Lugia firing back with Earthquake. Of course, that's not going to affect its flying type partner, which means it's just going to do damage to both the Palkia, which is a great turn there. Great move, bringing Shiny Palkia into the red, and regular Palkia takes that little bit more damage, bringing it slowly down towards half HP. Zing Zap comes out. That is a neutral attack and knocks out Shiny Palkia there, does Shiny Lugia. Well done to Shiny Lugia, knocking out one of the Palkia. This is what we were talking about. Take out one of the Palkia, and then 2-on-1 is not the situation Palkia wants to be in, but it's getting prepared with a Belly Drum, going to maximize its attack. Lugia needs to take advantage because this Palkia is about to get damn scary. A +6 attack Palkia is not something you want to be against. This is not ideal for the Lugia team. Withdraw isn't going to help you that well. It's not going to help you that much, to be honest, Lugia, so be very, very careful. Shiny Lugia, what's it going to follow up with? Go for an attack. You need to do this. Icicle Crash, that is going to be neutral. Is it going to be enough to take down this monster Palkia that's on the field right now? Brings it very close, down to 1 or 2 hit points, but it does get the flinch on the Palkia, and that is very, very fortunate that that flinch took effect, because my word, Palkia could have taken massive damage to one of these Lugia there. Iron Defense coming out from regular Lugia. Really doesn't want any part of this +6 attack Palkia. Wants to protect itself as long as possible. Shiny Lugia, is it going to go on the offensive once again? Goes for Flame Wheel. That has to be it. That has to be it for the Palkia, and there is a point to Lugia. Lugia manages to prove it can take down the Palkia duo, so let's see who's going to get the 3rd round. Is it going to be Lugia? Is it going to be Palkia? We have 1 slot left in the quarterfinals. Is it going to be Lugia? Is it going to be Palkia? Who is going into the quarterfinals to face Solgaleo in a few weeks' time, as we see all the pressure coming out from these Pokemon? Time is of the essence when you have this many pressure Pokemon on the field, reducing the amount of PP each of these Pokemon's Metronomes have. Lugia, of course, is the faster Pokemon, so they will start off. Shiny Lugia starting off proceedings, going for Bolt Strike. That's a strong start. It is neutral because of the Dragon and Water typing of Palkia, but on Shiny Palkia, that is a decent amount of damage to start off with on the first turn. Beautiful move, and gets the Paralysis. That is a beautiful status advantage that the Lugia team definitely needed in this contest. Regular Lugia isn't going to have a successful turn. Nightshade is going to do a guaranteed 50 damage, so already bringing that Shiny Palkia down to less than half HP, and it has Paralysis. My goodness. Here's a super effective Shadow Punch, though, from regular Palkia, doing a decent amount of damage to Shiny Lugia. How will Shiny Palkia follow up? It does not suffer the Paralysis this turn, luckily for it. Goes for the Fury attack. Here we go. That's 1 hit. How many hits are we getting? 2 hits. 2 hits from the Fury attack. That's all we get from that Palkia, but that was a decent turn. Very, very good turn for the Lugia team. How will it follow up? Shiny Lugia is going to go for Recycle, but it's not holding an item that can be recycled, or any item at all, so that was a waste of a turn. That's unfortunate. Here's regular Lugia with Scary Face, going to slow down one of these Palkia, but which one is it? It's the regular Palkia, going to lose 2 stages of its speed stat. But already, the Palkia is ready to go on the offensive with a Mist Ball. Going to fire that Mist Ball at regular Lugia, but of course it's not very effective, so it's not going to do a great deal of damage, but it does get the critical hit for what it's worth, so well done, Palkia. You are trying. Shiny Palkia is going to follow up with a Cross Poison. Will it be enough to get the poison as well on this regular Lugia? It does not get the poison on the regular Lugia, so regular Lugia is sitting pretty right now. Little bit of damage taken, but no status condition. Goes for Magnitude, which, as we've seen, doesn't affect the partner Lugia, only affects the Palkia team. So Magnitude 7 does a little bit of chip damage to each of these Palkia there, and this Shiny Palkia is very, very much in a dangerous place at the moment. It's not looking great. Here's a Stab Pluck from Shiny Lugia onto Shiny Palkia, getting a decent amount of damage, bringing it down to the red, and regular Palkia is going to go for a Heat Crash onto, I believe, onto the Shiny Lugia there for a tiny little bit of chip damage there. Itty little bit. What's Shiny Palkia going to do? It's close to death. It needs to pull out the... Oh, goes for Explosion. It says, bye-bye, I'm out here. You're going to damage me? I'm going to take everybody down with me. A huge explosion there. Massive damage to both the Lugia team, and its partner Pokemon Palkia is living pretty at just under half its HP. So it took that explosion very, very well. Here's Shiny Lugia. What's it got in store? Goes for Mud Bomb, but it is avoided by regular Palkia. What will regular Lugia do to follow up? That was an incredible play by the Palkia team. Flying Press coming out from regular Lugia. Absolutely beautiful move. Doing a great amount of damage, bringing that Palkia down into the red. Is this the opening? The 2-on-1 opening that Lugia needs to take down this Palkia. It goes for Roost. It's going to restore 50% of its HP. That was a brilliant play by Palkia. Going to bring it back up into the green above half HP. Brilliant, excellent play by Palkia there. My goodness. Lugia can work together though. It still has the numbers advantage. Regular Lugia is going to go for Guard Split. Not the greatest of moves to use there, but certainly do what you can. Distract the Palkia, keep the Palkia occupied, get on the offensive though, and take down the Palkia if you're going to win this battle. Fire Spin is avoided. That's what won the last battle for the Lugia team, so it's unfortunate that that missed. Here is a Reflect type though, so Palkia is going to change itself to the same type as Lugia. It's going to become a Flying and Psychic type. I should say Psychic and Flying. That's what confused me there. I said them the wrong way around. Oh well, these things happen. Mystical Fire coming out from Lugia onto Palkia there. My goodness, does a tiny bit of damage, drops the special attack there. Unfortunately, if Palkia would have kept its type, that would have been quad resisted though. Here's a Drill Peck from Shiny Lugia onto that Palkia, doing even more chip damage. Palkia really needs an opening here to be able to take down one of these Lugia. Goes for Heart Stamp. It is going to be a stab move this time, but it's not very effective on the Psychic type Lugia. Shiny Lugia is still alive at 14 HP as its regular counterpart goes in for the attack. Goes for Tail Whip, going to lower the defense of this Palkia. Wants to make sure any physical moves are going to drop this Palkia hard. That's a great play there. As Shiny Lugia gets ready to follow up, what's it got in store? Is it going to attack? Goes for Clear Smog. Will that be enough? It's not going to be enough. Brings Palkia down into the red and removes the stat changes that this Palkia has undergone. What's Palkia got in store? It's fighting for every breath it can take. Goes for Leaf Blade. That is going to be resisted by regular Lugia. Brings it down into the red though. It has about 34 HP left on its lifespan there. What's it going to do to follow up after that Tail Whip? Goes for Doom Desire, which means it's going to knock this Palkia out in a couple of turns. My word, will it be enough for this Palkia to go down? I have no idea. Here's Conversion 2 coming out from Shiny Lugia. My goodness, is this Palkia going to be able to survive the Doom Desire? I have no idea. Will these Lugia be here long enough for this? Here's a Moonblast though from it's not onto the Dragon-type Lugia from that conversion. It's onto the regular Lugia, who does go down. There's just this Palkia and this Shiny Lugia left to go, though. But this Lugia is now a Dragon-type. Please keep that in mind after that conversion, too. Here's a Shift Gear, though, from Lugia. Was that a bad move? Will that Doom Desire knock out the Palkia? I have absolutely no idea. The speed of that Lugia rises sharply and the attack raises, but was it a waste of a turn? What's Palkia got in store? It's going to go for Horn Drill, and it's going to hit. My goodness, it's going to knock out Lugia, and Palkia just manages to secure a victory before that Doom Desire can take effect. That was the luckiest play I think I've ever seen in Metromania. My goodness, absolutely amazing. Palkia goes on to the quarterfinals to face Solgaleo. What more can I say, really, apart from wow. Lugia did try and hold its own, and in that second battle, it really did manage to claw back a victory, but it just wasn't enough. I don't think Lugia versus Palkia was the best match, but these matches are chosen by random number generator. So for all the people in the comments that are like,
why are you putting this Pokemon against this Pokemon? It's not fair.
Random number generator. All's fair in love and metronome battles and random number generators and whatever metaphor or analogy you want to use. We use a random number generator to determine what Pokemon go in these battles, and unfortunately for Lugia, it put it up against Palkia. Palkia now moves on to face Solgaleo, who was absolutely dominant against Groudon, well, not the week before, because I've been away and I've been ill, but the heat before. So quarterfinal 4 is finally confirmed. It's going to be Solgaleo versus Palkia, and oh my goodness, I just can't wait to see how that battle goes down. But we will get to that in a few weeks' time, because first of all, we got quarterfinal 1 to come, and I just can't wait. Now that'll wrap it up for this edition of Metromania. Of course, if you enjoyed it, hit the like button. If you're new, hit the subscribe button. Of course, don't forget to head over to twitch.tv/AceTrainLiam for all of my live streams. And if you would like to support the channel like these guys down here do, make sure you subscribe to my Patreon, patreon.com/AceTrainLiam. And until next time, I'm Ace Trainer Liam. Keep on training.